All right, guys, we are on day 4. Today, we're diving right into it, and we are talking about scripting and delusional lists. So, we've got 2 exercises for today. Now, I've talked about the importance of writing things down, and we wrote down our goals, we wrote down our gratitude list. So, when you write things down, especially by hand, your brain engages in deeper processing, right? So, what that does is it makes that information more ingrained in your subconscious mind. Maybe you already knew this. This is why all our teachers in the past have told us to write down our notes and then rewrite them to really ingrain it in our brain. So, writing is very important. If you type it, that's better than just thinking about it. The problem with just thinking about any of these things is there's so much information around us that we can't help but have other things pop in while we're doing whatever exercise. So, we can't 100% focus on what we're doing. Now, the reason we want to really encode this in our subconscious mind is because whatever we're writing about, our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when we write down our goals, our mind's going to be thinking about it. We're going to start visualizing already having it. That's so powerful. Again, your mind does not know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Have you ever woken up from a dream and wondered if that was real or if that was a dream? That's how powerful this is. And when we write, we start writing more specifics, more details. So we really put the specifics into our vision, into our imagination. Okay, so for today's exercise, we are doing future scripting. We are putting a journal entry from the future. Okay, simple as that. Now, I want to be honest, I don't love to journal. I don't love writing because my hand gets really tired and it feels time consuming, even if it's just a couple of minutes. I just hesitate. I share that because if you relate, if you don't love writing, I still do it regularly. Okay, even though I don't jump out of bed excited to journal my thoughts, I still do it because it's so powerful. Right? Example recently actually was I scripted about a weekend in Vegas. I wrote down everything that I imagined coming back from my trip, and I wrote down everything that happened. I wrote about how amazing the weekend was, all the amazing food and the shows and the jackpots that we won because we played a lot, and everything that I wrote down happened. That's how powerful it is. I was mind blown. I still am mind blown when I talk about it because I just couldn't believe that happened. Okay, so this is what you're doing. You're imagining either a specific date or one of your goals. So that is up to you. What I don't want you to do is to stress out about the date. So sometimes I used to do that and it would make me really stressed out that what if I don't achieve it by this date? What if this doesn't happen on this date? That defeats the purpose of this exercise. So if you don't like that, then you don't need to do that. But if you have a specific date, maybe you have this big event happening on this date, by all means, put the date. But what we want is to really put ourselves in that moment. Okay, so maybe your goal is to manifest your dream house. What you would do is put yourself in the future. I don't know, maybe this happens 2 years from now. Doesn't matter. I'm imagining having that dream house and I start writing like, we did it, we got the house, I'm so excited. The whole process went so smoothly. We got it at our initial offer. I'm already looking at different pieces of furniture. The backyard is just so big. I can't wait to have coffee out there. Okay, so you can really feel the emotion behind me getting my dream house. That's what I want you to do. And make sure you write as if it's you. The way that I was just hypothetically writing, that's how I talk, that's how I think, that's how I journal. So it really feels real what I'm doing. That's how I want you to do it. So if you don't talk or think like that, don't input a journal entry as if it's in that way, because I want it to sound and feel like you. And put in as much detail as you can. It's almost like a visualization exercise. We're going to talk about visualization tomorrow, so don't get too focused on that, but just put the feelings into it. Right? So that is step 1. And don't make this stressful. Okay, this is fun. It's almost like you're writing a story. You're scripting like a movie script. Have fun with this. Every single tool I give you, we need to have fun. Life is about fun. Manifesting is fun. All right, always remember that. Now, the second exercise is actually really fun. And this is we'll call it the delusional list exercise. What you're doing is you're writing 111 wishes. Now, I know in day one, I told you to pick 3 goals. That's fine. We're sticking to that. For this exercise, I want you to just write down 111 things that you want. Maybe to manifest, like your goals, anything and everything. 111 angel numbers. Now, you probably think this is easy. I did too, but it's not. You're probably going to get stuck at about 40. I personally get stuck at about that number. I know some people have made it to like 50, 60, but it's not as easy as you think. I started writing things like, I want to fly to this country. I want to go to this country. I want to buy like a yacht. I want to buy a jet. I want to do this. I want to buy my family this. I was getting really out there. And that's the point. The purpose of this exercise is to get expansive, get so expansive that your dreams are actually, these goals are delusional, right? Like, I want to go to space. I want to buy a private jet. Now, the point of this, like I said, it's expansive, is to bash those limits. Maybe those 3 goals that you wrote down, maybe you did something a little bit realistic. Now, when you write down this list of 111 things and we get delusional because we have to get 111, the 3 goals that you wrote down are going to feel so easy. You're like, oh, of course I'm going to manifest my soulmate. I also want to manifest like going to space. Okay. So this is really fun. I love doing these. We just do bullets. So if you don't love writing, again, this is a great exercise. And again, we're having fun with this. If you can't get to 111, that's okay. But we are breaking those limits. Okay. Manifestation is about achieving anything and everything. Nothing is off limits. Okay. So you got 2 exercises for today. Journal entry from the future. Again, get descriptive, write as if you're already there, pick one of your goals, put a future date, and then your delusional list. And have so much fun with these. All right. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.